Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike.
I am Jay. Drop your pants and put your hands up. We are here to play. Yay!
Take a deep look inside of that alien egg and see what's in there for you. It could be good, or you might get the dum-bum-ba-bum. I don't know. We'll find out.
Let's go to the island of Power Ranger androids, because that's fun. Yay!
Guys, tonight we are going to... We're not late, Tomo. We made it. Shut it. Don't give me detention. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to recap swiftly the first two episodes of Alien Earth, okay? And then we're going to give our thoughts and a review on it. And then after we're done with that, we're going to pop in to what you guys are saying. So we appreciate your super chats. We appreciate you guys communitizing. And we're going to jump into all the stuff you guys are saying through the super chats and whatnot. Do you want to do the recap or do you want me to do the recap? I feel like it could be really pretty swift, honestly.
It's pretty easy. Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So this takes place after Covenant and before Alien.
5 years before Alien, the original Alien.
5 years before Alien, and there is a power struggle basically for these rich companies trying to figure out who can get to immortality the fastest for the most part, because really whoever figures this out is going to control everything. And there's different factions of that. There's synthetics, there's cyborgs, and you know there's all that stuff going on. So there's that power struggle, but it opens up on the ship and we see a group that feels much like the Nostromo, a lot like it. And we find out that there's a cyborg and the lead of it, and they've gone into deep space and captured all these different organisms and are bringing them back for research. When something goes wrong, there's something on the wing, and they break out, and the cyborg goes rogue because he's protecting the mission, protecting the research, lets everyone die, and then they get ripped apart by the Xenomorph and multiple other beings. And then we find out that they have found a way to take dying children of cancer and whatnot else and transfer basically their souls into synthetics. They can only do it for children right now. And there's this Timothy Chalamet guy who's running the whole thing. He's like the Steve Jobs of transferring synthetics. And they've done this. There is synthetics in Timothy Oliphant, who's amazing, as well as cyborgs, as well as all this other stuff going on. Now, she recruits it. It's basically Peter Pan, right? She recruits, they give her a team of kids, and she's supposed to be like their leader, basically, to show them the ropes of going from sick children to becoming synthetic. So they're in more adult bodies, but they're still kids. However, somehow she's still a little bit older. We'll talk about that later. But then the alien ship that we talked about before crash lands into one of these locations. She has a brother who's a human who doesn't know that his little sister died and was transferred. He thinks she's dead, was transferred to a synthetic. He is basically an army medic. I don't know if it's army or what it is, but he leads a group of something like the USMC into this spaceship that crash lands in the middle of this huge city to do basically a search and rescue mission. And she tells Timothy Chalamet, I would like to go there. Let us do it. We're fast and we have superpowers. Then they go in there. All the different beings are out loose in a boot, and then they attack. And then basically at the end of that episode, alien Xenomorph tackles dude, Larry Tate, office linebacker style, into a hole, and Tool comes on. Next episode, please. I think that was about it. I'm pretty proud of myself, honestly, that I got through all that because I was scared for a couple minutes.
What'd you say?
Huh?
I didn't pay attention to what you saying. I heard something about androids.
That was tough.
Yeah,
I'm 2 glasses of wine deep. That was hard.
I just started to defile myself. It's late, and my eyes are bloodshot because I'm tired. I had a dentist appointment, and it sucked, but I'm back, and I'm here, and let's drink. No, I liked it. I will say I'm a little bit. I'm definitely intrigued. I want to see where it's going to go from here. And yeah, you're right. Timothy Oliphant was amazing. He's always amazing. He's a beautiful man as well. Even though they tried to uglify him, and you just can't uglify a model, an angel like that. You just can't do it. I don't care. You could bury him in latex, and he still looks good.
I can't believe he let them dye his hair, bleach his hair at his age. He could lose that any second. He's got beautiful hair.
Yeah. So the thing is, the only thing is confusing. By the way, the Timothy Chalamet guy is a good description. I thought he was more like a Mark Zuckerberg on heroin.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, that guy annoyed me a little bit because after a while, like, all right, dude, I get it. Yeah. He's like, oh, nobody's as smart as me. That's what I want. I want somebody to be as smart as me.
If he wants a real challenge, he's got to date Courtney
So
Love.
you created android bodies to save dying children, but only because you want them to grow up to be smart so they can beat you at like chess.
For a conversation.
That's cool, I guess. But where I was confused at was like, and I'm sure they'll explain more and more as we get into the show. But so like in Alien, the Ridley Scott Alien film, the Nostromo is the ship that they hear the beacon right on that planet with all the eggs and shit, and they go down and they find the eggs. They bring it on board, and that's the first time you see the Xenomorph. And then the android on that ship is actually working for Weyland and betrays all of them and winds up wanting to take it back to Earth. So I don't know. That was the first. So what I'm confused. So I guess the Weyland's already had a run-in with aliens before, or with the Xenomorph, because they're here now, 5 years before the Nostromos.
Yeah, well, that was in Prometheus and Covenant, right? So
that, but Weyland had never. But Weyland, Weyland had. Well, they hadn't had Xeno. Yeah, I guess they did. Never mind. Okay, we're going back to Covenant. I really don't count Covenant and Prometheus that much.
It's weird how it doesn't tie into the other movies that much. Like I think that's kind of.
Well, I know, but technically Prometheus and Covenant are canon, so
right.
You have to count them now. But it makes it confusing in my brains. Mm-hmm. So I don't. Anyway, okay. So I guess we'll just go from there. But yeah, otherwise it was good. The whole thing with the kids being in the android bodies got a little annoying. I will say in the first episode a little bit. I was like, all right, dude, what are we, some kind of android squad? I mean, it's like, yeah, we're gonna be superheroes now. And then, I don't know. I just got annoyed, but they got better. Thank God they got it better. I was like, can you not like age them up a little bit? Because it got annoying when they were like hanging out in the playroom. And they're like, I guess your battery's ran out. Oh, it reminded me of the friggin' guy in Split, Sedwig or whatever. It's like, I got red socks. Kanye West, my main man. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, dude. And dude, that actually is like my biggest complaint in the entire thing. And this is more just like an old dude complaint. I realize some people won't feel this way, but why do we have to do everything with like tweenie boppers now? Like the entire plot has to focus, even the medic kid, Joe DiMaggio. Like I didn't think he was that great. I didn't think the acting was that great from him. And like all these, like I get the Peter Pan story. There's obvious Peter Pan tie-ins. Wendy, literally, they showed Peter Pan in the friggin' thing. But like, I don't know, why does everything, it feels like X-Men kind of first class sort of deal. Like I kind of miss the days of Aliens where we had Bill Paxton running around like, adults. But
I mean, so they're obviously synthetically enhanced beings. I mean, and then you got, they're going to take on the Xenomorph, which will be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of takes away the adventure. It's like these are superpower beings taking on a Xenomorph. Sigourney Weaver did it in her white panties.
That's right.
And she was human all the way through, and she was awesome. But anyway, you also got the guy from Happy Gilmore, Chubbs, with his one hand, the Swiss Army knife, cybernetic. I was like, is that all you do? Like you just your hand
T1000.
T1000. Yeah, it turns into shit. That's cool. All right.
That's true. You're right. That's the only thing they really showed.
That was it. Like your only cybernetic enhancement was they gave you a new hand that does a bunch of stuff. It becomes a blowtorch and a knife.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say though, dude, the one thing, the shining moment. By the way, I liked it overall, but like the shining moment for me is I think they did the Xenomorph justice. He looks smooth. Yeah, he looks like he's wearing Batman Forever's fucking outfit.
Yeah. He does look good. I like it. Yeah, the set design looked great. I like that they went with the aesthetic of the original Alien. Even the text across the screen was awesome. The computers, all that stuff was exactly like from the Alien films. So I like that. I like the acting was good. I didn't have any problem with it, other than like I was like a little confused about how they're gonna go. But I guess that's the point of watching the show. I'm hooked. I want to see where it goes.
Dude, how badass was it was a smart note to end it with that Tool song, because it was getting kind of loud, and then it's like bow, 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 and I was like, okay, now I have to see where this goes. I love the lettering at the end too.
Yeah, I hope that next week they play, Highway to Hell or some shit like that. I want AC/DC.
I'm not even a big Tool guy, but that shit went hard. Yeah, like what did you think about the CGI of all the different mechanisms?
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Like, so apparently it's not just Xenomorphs that they've come in contact with many aliens. I was like, is this fucking Star Trek? What? I didn't know they
I dig that though.
I was like, I know, but I was like, I guess Weyland's been into some deep duty for a long time. Like, and I was like, I didn't know any of that. There's one in a friggin' cat eye, dude. That was gnarly. But yeah, the CG was like pretty. I mean, it was basic TV CG. I mean, it wasn't terrible, it wasn't great. That little blob thing that was seating on the soldiers, I was like, okay, it looks pretty bad, but it is what it is.
It was really dark. The cinematography, which a lot of times the cinematography was really gorgeous. Like when they would show certain shots, it was like, that's pretty cool. But then also you could tell when they got down to the nitty gritty and they had to show a lot of stuff going on, it would get super dark. It kind of reminded me of Mimic, where Mimic was a cool movie, but you could never see what the fuck was going on. Or you could even go Alien versus Predator, where you had to like squint the entire time. You could tell they did that to kind of hide the CG, because there's a couple moments of like bad CG blood splatter. I thought the cat was super CG, but I like the little, they're going to sell some toys, dude, with that little multi-eyed bug thing.
Yeah.
He was cute.
Yeah, I mean, it was shocking to me that they had all these aliens, and then you never really find out which facehugger got out and which one was infected, right? I don't think they showed which of the crew on that ship at the beginning of the show, the first episode, was infected. That infected the whole ship.
Yeah,
because you jump really quick. By the way, I'm glad they did that. Like, I'm glad the ending was such a high note at the first episode, because I was getting extremely bored on the island of Synthoids. Like, that
Me
was
too.
I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, Zordon's in the tower. Like, he's recruited the teenagers with attitude. I'm ready to go back to space and see some fucking aliens. Because I was like, we're hanging out too much. But then that last scene, when he was talking to Mother and that chick was trying to get in the room, and then that alien, I was like, that's badass. That was pure Ridley Scott shit.
100%, dude. It opened with a banger, and I think it needed to, because, like you said, we're going to go back to the island of Misfit Toys, and it was going to get pretty boring for a little while. Like, I do feel like, while it is a TV show, so they have to slow play stuff, and they really have to, like, get you invested in these characters, there was so much repetitive shit going on. Like, back on the island, when they were explaining over and over again what they were doing with these kids, I was like, all right, I get it. With the brother, like, how many times do we have to? My dad liked baseball. Like, I get it. Like, I know.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, but to open, dude, the opening scene was probably my favorite of the entire 2 series. So that first 20 minutes went fucking hard.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, we're it sounds like we're pooping on it, but we're just giving a fair and balanced take on it, much like
Fox News.
Yeah,
but
we are trying to keep it balanced here. But yeah, but I will say, generally speaking, it was a really good show, and it's actually really interesting. This is Hulu's last produced show. They're never doing another one because they're being completely. Did you hear about this?
Oh, well, they're mixing it. Yeah.
Well, Disney Plus is taking their entire catalog. There will no longer be an app for Hulu. It will just be all Disney Plus.
Right, which is insane to think, is like on Hulu right now they have movies like The Monkey and a bunch of messed up movies. It's like that's going to be under Disney Plus's. That's
well, I mean, I'm not like hating on it too much, because I'm tired of having like 18,000 apps for different things. I mean, we were freaking out about even how to watch this.
Which dude, that was so annoying.
Well, I did think like, luckily you can watch this on Hulu Basic. If you just have Basic, you can watch it with commercials. But I have Zumo, which I didn't remember I had it. And I can watch.
I don't even know what that is.
It comes with your Spectrum package. It's like a little cable box. It's got a few basic channels, and FX was on it.
I need a fucking Ovaltine decoder ring to figure out where streaming stuff happens now.
I didn't ask for it. The guy just put it in. He's like, I got you Zumo. I was like, I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
I juiced you up.
I'm like, thank you. He's like, you want to hang out next week? I was like, no. But
you remembered my name.
Yeah. What'd you give the series? What would you give it so far? I mean, well, I don't even know if she'd rank it. I don't know. I don't know if you can score it.
Yeah, like I'd pretty much give the first 2 episodes a 7, dude. Like I listen, I was running on fumes a little bit up until George Washington answered the door and the Xenomorph came out.
That was funny.
And fucked them up, dude. That went hard.
What kind of sex party was he having in there?
Dude, there was a Diddy party. There was so much old school baby oil. It smelled like an old wooden ship in there and sex. But one thing, that's another thing I'll say, dude. The Xenomorph, I love that they showed it killing people in different ways. Like it would like take its arms, and a lot of time it'd be off screen, but like that kid at the end better be dead, by the way. If that Xenomorph can just mow through 20 people in a party in 13 seconds, and you're not going to tell me that he tackled Joe off a ledge and somehow they're going to rescue him. He better be
Maybe
dead.
He just wants to talk to him about Reggie Jackson. You don't know.
Well, baseball stuff.
Baseball stuff. Yeah. No, the thing is, that was another thing about the Xenomorph. The Xenomorph was killing everything in its path. And I'm like, normally the Xenomorph would like capture people to take them back to like give them like to get eggs or some shit. I don't know how they make them, but like, they usually cocoon them.
Yeah.
So, and then
maybe that's what
I didn't, that was before you found out there was like 6 eggs they found in the compartment of the ship. And then maybe the Xenomorph is going to take him and like, I'm going to get you pregnant. Maybe that's what it's going to do. Maybe he's going to cocoon him. Maybe
I like how soft you is.
Maybe he's going to cocoon him. Because that's by the way, did you guys notice that this Xenomorph ran around on all fours? And I know, and the only time I saw that, or I remember seeing that, was Alien 3 when the alien embryo hatched from a dog, because it took the attributes of whatever it was inside and it became like a half beast dog thing. And that's what it ran on all fours.
That's right. Yeah. So
I don't know if but I think I'm pretty sure it came from a human on board.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. And then also, like with all the other stuff running around, I wonder what other stuff's going to get loose. Dude, him jumping off. He was in Punisher Warzone where he hangs upside down on the chandelier and shoots everybody.
Yeah.
Basically, Xenomorph had his Punisher Warzone moment when he jumped off that thing and it was like slow motion. You could tell it's CGI, but I think it's one of those CGI situations where I could be wrong, but it seemed to me as though they had a dude in a suit and then went back and layered it up and made it more realistic with CG. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't get over. Like, I know it's a weird thing to say, and you guys will probably judge me for this, but I'm pretty horny for like how leatherish and cool and sleek the Xenomorph looked overall. I just thought he looked badass, and he had some of the best kills. I don't know if you could say in the whole franchise, but like a couple of the kills would if I made a top 10 list of the entire franchise of Xenomorph kills today, I bet at least one or two of these kills would be on it. I was shocked at that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Well, they just went back to more practical. Like in the original Alien, it was practical. It was just a guy in a suit, and they used really clever camera angles and lighting to make him look awesome.
The after effects were super CG. Like the dude's crawling across the floor. I'm like, all right, but the Xenomorph, dude, 10 out of 10 on the Xenomorph.
Well, I gave both. I'm gonna give it like I'm pretty much on board. I gave it like a 7.5. I will say it's pretty obvious. I think that Timothy, not Timothy. Yeah, what's his fucking
Timothy Oliphant?
Timothy Oliphant. You got me. The Charlemagne thing is.
I know.
Timothy Oliphant's going to be the bad guy. I think he's going to turn. He already seems jealous as fuck. Like he doesn't like those android, synthetic, human consciousness people because he's like on the airplane. All of a sudden, it's like he just randomly goes, "You're all going to die." And like we're getting ready to go like save my brother and like do some shit down there. Like it's our first hero team going out on an adventure, and you're supposed to hype us up. He's like, human race is like prey, and then you guys decided to go to space, and now. But it's always going to be something else out there to get you. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
This guy's depressing.
I was supposed to wear a neon sign and say, I'm going to betray you later.
Who invited depressing Eminem to the party?
Yeah, thank you, Debbie Downer, for ruining it. But no, yeah. I laughed at that part because he's such an asshole about the whole thing, the way he was talking. I was like, are you supposed to be like an android and like be cool? And he wasn't.
Yeah, and he's not quite Michael Fassbender's Javid, as we always called him.
Yeah.
The trick, William Potter, is not minding.
Yeah, he actually seems like he's like a downgrade from Javid.
Yeah, kind of. Well, no, and I love Timothy Oliphant, but yeah.
No, I will say that's not true because in Prometheus, David was a lot more stiff and robotic in the way he went about like dealing. Like these actually seem human.
Dude, he better stay around. I want Timothy Oliphant through all the episodes. I think that there's only 6. Is there only 6 episodes, or is there 8 episodes? Can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't. I thought there might have. I thought there was 8, but there could be just 6.
There may be, and 2 are already in the can. And by the way, we'll be live next week at a more proper time because there's only 1 episode. And with the reason, so by the way, guys, the reason that we were live so late is because Hulu was very poor about their screeners. And also about explaining when this was going to drop and what was going to happen. But we were worried about the Hulu with ads taking longer because I saw something that said the second episode didn't start till 9:30. So we wanted to make sure everybody got to watch it. Anyways, I'm rambling. What I'm trying to say is next Tuesday night, we'll be live at 9:15 p.m. Eastern time, 15 minutes after the show. So you won't have to wait so long. But yeah, so we're writing the same thing. Like I was really bored with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit.
Yeah.
And that stuff I like. And again, the Teeny Bopper stuff, the casting. And again, dude, like I know that they weren't the USMC. They were just a bunch of like security detail or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you could have made those characters really fun and cool. And instead they're just like random. Like I really don't believe Joe could be Joe. Like every time something happened, he was just like,
oh yeah.
Like,
well, he was, but you did notice that he tried to resign. He was kind of trapped in that kind of contract, much like you saw in Romulus, where she was trying to get out, and they like, what was it?
And Elysium too. With like Eminem, like, why don't you let me out of here, dog? I gotta go to college.
I thought I got the name. I was like, it's Alien Romulus. I was like, is it Remus?
I called it Covenant the other day. I got confused.
No, but she was trapped because Wayland owns you. He owned that ass. But then he's working for Prodigy, which I wonder. Did he say why he joined? I can't remember because I wonder if it's because
aren't you?
I don't know because I know that when the daughter or his sister was explaining that no, the rich billionaire trillionaire guy came to Daddy and told him I can make her better, Steven, but you can never see her again and she's got to go away. But maybe there's like a payoff. He's like, well, now I own your family. You got to do what
I could make it cool looking, Steven. I made scrambled eggs.
But I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. He's just there to. I mean, he had to do it, and he's trying to get out.
he did have kind of a poor argument, didn't he? He was like, "Can you let me out of this commitment that I made, whether I was forced or not to, because like my dad wanted me to go to college." It's like, yeah, of course they're gonna say no to that. Like,
Yeah, it was like a
half-ass.
It was like a half-ass breakup. You're just testing the waters. You're like, I mean, if you want to split up, I mean, I don't know. Is that what they're like? No, I'm like, I don't either. I don't either. Yeah. I was just asking you. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, but other than that guy being kind of a wussy, I still think they're all good. I think everybody did a good job acting. That chick, Wendy, pretty good.
Yeah, I don't dig the bang situation, but she was good. The only thing I hated, dude, was when she went up and like ran in there and she's like, we don't die, we multiply. And then she ran in there and ripped off the thing faculty style and like put her on her back. I was like, what is this, fucking Deadpool? Like, what is this shit?
Yeah.
That was really
there was some cringy moments in it for sure, but overall it's still a good show. I'm glad they're doing something with the alien. You know what it was? It's like the Alien comic books. That's what it was like. It was like an offshoot in Alien comic book.
By the way, Ray Guy's right. I forgot to mention that she messed with the bot code and didn't let him resign. By the way, super selfish.
Well, yeah, but I thought, but it seemed like that goddamn robot was like pretty much saying, nah.
Yeah,
you still got 7 months left of your contract, dog. And she's like, what?
You made a commitment. You get yourself out there and you find that goddamn dog.
Shit, I forgot how late it is. I gotta be quiet. I'm gonna get trouble. But yeah. Anyway,
Katie had a good point, by the way. Well, she watched it with me, and this is a good point. I said I was gonna mention it just because she said it, but I'm going to. At the beginning, when he's looking at the scorpion, and the scorpion ironically looks a lot like the Xenomorph does with the tail and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when he was like, why would you kill it? You know, they're just afraid of us as we are of them or whatever. Like that could come back into play later on. She may be like, we're not going to kill it because like, it's not its fault. Like we came into its territory or whatever. And that could be a thing that
could be. Yeah. Well. Like they already know about the alien life form.
Yeah. So a woman made a good point. More news at 11.
Or it could also have been like, also the value of life, whether you have any of it, testing whether or not you have, and they're an android. So they would be curious about how you would react to that.
They're human, Jay. Don't call them that. They don't like
they're fuck you, synthetic. Shut up.
I'm not a rapper. I'm Parappa the rapper.
You're just a steroided out chat GPT. I don't want to hear it.
Cindeross said the first music derailed the episode. I like the music. I didn't mind that the musical needle drops personally.
Emmy's all right. It was a little shocking to hear it. I didn't expect to hear some. I didn't know what the first episode. It was awesome. I like that guitar riff, but I don't know who it was. I was like, okay. I was like, I didn't know the fucking Doom guy was going to show up to help us.
I do think the Tool at the end, because I imagine it's like if you watch that episode without the Tool song popping on, it would have been so anticlimactic because like he just gets tackled through a window and she's like, wait here, and she runs out, and then it's just like created by Dan O'Bannon. Like if there was no,
that could have actually been cooler though too.
Well, yeah,
I guess if it had just ended into a black screen, you're like, oh shit, the stakes are high.
I hope episode 3 ends with drowning pool. Like, let the bodies hit that'd be dope.
Dude, we were listening to that on the way to the dentist. And it kind of made me not nervous.
That's a great song to listen to on the way to the dentist.
Nervous. So, yeah, I was like, I don't know why it was on because she had it on like a fucking repeat or like not repeat but mix. I was
like, he's like, sir, you have a cavity. You're like,
no, I got mad as fuck too because we got there fucking 45 minutes early, and I got anxiety anyway. I hate the dentist, and I was sitting there and I was like, see, and I was getting mad at her. I was like, see, you want to leave early. And this is what happened. She's like, well, I thought it was a traffic. I was like, there was no traffic.
Don't make me beat you in front of this dentist.
I smacked her good. On the butt. No, but yeah, it was one of those. I don't like to get there early. I know they say arrive 10 to 15 minutes early, but 45 minutes is pushing it. And she's like, well, maybe they'll let you go in early. I was like, and yeah, maybe a pig will fly over my fucking head and shit on your mouth. It's not going to happen. Anyway. That was just my rant. So, but the show's awesome, really good.
I like
Can't
it.
Wait for 3.
I'm looking forward to episode 3. I think it was just good enough. I was pretty worried a couple times, but every time I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. What you looking at? I saw your light glow. Is Jesus Christ in front of you, or are you just googling?
This isn't. We're not going to get back into it. I have to show you all this. I have to. This is the funniest.
Is this another alien thing?
No, it's not alien. It's not. Oh God, dude, I laughed. Like a fucking dude, I haven't laughed this hard in forever, dude. I found this on random. It was just it popped up in my timeline. I said, "Thank you, God. I needed to laugh today. I'd never seen this.
I could have shown you my dick if you needed to laugh."
That's true. Here, look, dude. Look, it's called Van Damme. Dude, it's old as fuck, but it's called Van Damme in Star Wars. It's so fucking good, dude. Can you see it?
We're not interested in the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon. It's fake. Oh, you stupid lump! I never doubted you for a second. Wonderful.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking funny, dude.
Did your men deactivate the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon?
Yes, my lord.
Good.
Punch it.
They did it.
Did you press the stop button?
Oh, dude, this
No?
is so fucking good.
R2, do you copy?
R2, activate elevator.
3111, step 4.
Stop. R2, we need to be going up.
Not down.
By the way, that's from Bloodsport.
No,
They're all
that's
fucking scenes from Bloodsport.
It's the same moment.
3PO! Come in, 3PO! Shut down all the garbage back in the
He's like,
detention
who's
level!
talking? Who's talking?
What?
Oh, it's so good.
Dude,
No,
that's
so-
the best editing. That's Oscar-winning stuff.
Dude, I think it looks like one of our videos. I'm jealous that motherfucker. Like, we didn't come up with it. But anyway, I know that's random, and people are clicking. I was like, I thought this was a goddamn alien hangout party. They got bandanas.
If you don't
on
laugh
YouTube.
at that, we don't even want you here. All right.
I was like, I just thought we should unwind for a second and just de-stress.
That is a perfect segue into your all's thoughts. Tell us how you feel, Jim. Matt Roberts, I9K, says the episodes had peaks of awesomeness and lows of sucking. God damn, he said it better than we could. You start your own YouTube channel, fucker.
Mhm.
Overall, I like them, but I didn't enjoy the needle drops and the use of Disney movie footage.
Oh, I
didn't realize
noticed
they
that
used
too.
Disney.
The
The Peter
Ice
Pan
Age.
shit.
No, Ice Age was also.
That's true.
Yeah.
Constantly they use the Ice Age shit in there for sure. I think you said it good, dude. There was like every time the Xenomorph was on screen, I'm like, yes, Jim, give it to me. But then every time they went back to like the island of Tortuga, I was like, all right, I'm seriously.
Yeah,
bored of
it
this.
really takes you out when he's like, "Hey, Smee, go out and go down there and check on the eggs." Like, what the fuck, Smee? Yeah, Smee.
By the way, did you enjoy? Thank you, Matt. Did you enjoy the that one scene was super fucking Ghostbusters, dude. It even took place like in a ballroom when by the way, the cyborg was like one of my favorite actors in the movie for sure. But dude, when he came out and literally ghostbusted the goddamn Xenomorph with the blue beam, that was
Oh,
such
yeah,
a
Yeah, I thought that was all. Yeah, I do. I thought the acting was off the charts great. Everybody
Yeah.
did a good job. Everybody.
he even bagged and tagged him. Like he literally shot him with the proton pack and then put him in the satchel page.
He reminded me of that dude that was hunting Jason, and Jason Goes to Hell.
Duke.
Duke. He just reminded me of Duke. Put that cowboy hat. Yep.
It might be the dude in the original too. Michael Partan, thanks, buddy. He says Freakier Friday was a whack-ass, unnecessary sequel. Not as funny or memorable like the first movie, just like Happy Gilmore 3 out of 10. I'm so sad to report that.
You said you actually went and see that shit?
Someone had to review it here.
No, I know that some people were excited for it, but I don't really know anybody that actually thought it was going to be good. That movie was. I mean, I remember watching Freaky Friday and thought it was all right, the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, and then coming back for a sequel. I was like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm happy for Lindsay Lohan. She seems like she has her shit together. However, dude, I gotta be honest with you. While I respect and appreciate Jamie Lee Curtis's filmography, specifically True Lies, no, do it slow, do it sexy.
Mhm.
I find myself since Halloween being really annoyed with her as a person. Like, she just really annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah, she probably needs to stay off social media for a while.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Nerd or Die News. Thanks, buddy. He says, hey, Coke holsters? We love Coca-Cola.
Coke's great.
That's what he means. Surely. Love you guys, but please don't attack Trump in your show. Not since Reagan has a president done so. All right, buddy. We'll see you. Have a good one. I'm glad that you enjoy.
What? We're not fucking Stephen Colbert or Jimmy Kimmel here. We attack both sides equally.
Dude, we make fun of everyone. That's we're not sucking any politician's dick on this show. I promise you. That'll never happen. But appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Christopher Sampson. Chris Sampson, fly me to the moon like that bitch. Alex Crampson says, woohoo! 6 months, member. Thanks, buddy.
Somebody play that man Blur. Song number 5.
That's a great song.
Woohoo! They should have played. You know what? They better play that during this series. Blur.
Dude, someone should go back and do a video like we just saw for Sean Claude, and at the end of the video just play like different songs like Barbie Girl. Could you imagine after if he got attacked, the needle drop was I'm a Barbie Girl?
Those guys that made that, they made other ones with Van Damme. But they take different, like that one was Bloodsport, and they put him on the R2D2 body, and he was going through the stars. And then I think there's another one that they took scenes from Lionheart. And they put it like it's so good. It's so amazing.
You're gonna have to tell what channel was it so that we can.
It was. They're a huge channel. Let me see. Let me check.
They should have ended that show, by the way, with Chumbawamba when he gets tackled out. And it's like I get knocked down, but I get up again. That would have been perfect.
The channel's Funny Go Now.
Funny Go Now. Okay, yeah. So check that out.
Yeah,
they're guys.
Well, actually, no. Those guys. I don't know if they're the original uploaders, to be honest with you. Because they've only been around for 7 months, but I swear to God that video is older. But it could, maybe they did create it. I don't know.
I hope so, Jim. I do. Take it or leave it. Review says, "Yo, fuckers, any Prometheus references or Easter eggs?" No, I don't think so.
No,
unfortunately, I love Prometheus.
Yeah. You would have noticed it more than me because I don't. I mean, that movie's okay, but I didn't notice anything like Easter eggs popped out to me. But
I did think of Prometheus, though, when I was complaining aloud about the fact that everyone seems like a teeny bopper these days. Look back at Prometheus, dude. It wasn't just like Aliens. Like, it wasn't just an 80s thing. Even in Prometheus, they were all grown adult actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like people fresh out of college in every role.
Well, that's another. Also, by the way, we didn't talk about it, but one of the other alien booger monsters that were on board of this deep space research vessel that had crash landed was that vulva in the middle of the hallway. That wasn't. Yeah. What the fuck is that thing?
It's a teat.
That's a vulva.
I called it an alien teat.
Eh? It was a big old uvula.
It was a drippy teat.
I hope they don't do something stupid and like another alien is hatched from that and then fights the alien. That's gonna be stupid.
The Predator comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I am vegan Predator.
I hope not.
That did look really CGI, by the way. That thing did.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
But dude, I love the jellyfish looking fucker with the eyes. Mm-hmm. Like, it's adorable. I love it. Michael Parton said, "Jay, what are your thoughts on Weapons?" I give it an A. Did you see it yet, fucker?
I haven't seen it yet, Michael. I had a lot going on. All right, I will look at it though. I'll watch that.
You should.
It'll be my weapon of choice. Don't worry.
It's good, dude. Sandy Papito says having that late night wham up in me hits different, but it's only 9 in New Mexico. You guys have Eastern time. Late night sports must suck. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Back when we had, like regular 8 to 5 jobs, like trying to fucking watch Monday Night Football, I was like, God damn, can you just fucking end this thing already?
Your PFP is exactly what it was like when you looked at the clock. You're like, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
No, 100%, dude. Michael Bartan says the eyeball scene reminded me of The Thing. I can see that. They did get gnarly with the eyeball. Yeah. I got crazy with the stick on that one. For sure. Thanks, Mike. Man of Tomorrow says, sweet revenge tomorrow, guys. Love y'all. Yes, dude. Yes.
You should never seek revenge.
You never responded to my text, dude, by the way. About
what?
About doing the live stream at 8 p.m. tomorrow, because I think that's going to be around when it possibly airs. Doing the live stream and watching.
Oh, no. Revenge. Yeah. I did respond. I was like, that sounds cool.
Oh, no. Maybe. You meant overall. I thought you were just responding to the. You know what?
So, I answer in very cryptic Batman ways. It sounds good, Robin. Tonight. Tomorrow.
So bring your pantyhose. So we'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow then. And we will watch Sweet Revenge for the first time.
But that was the thing. I didn't know if it was confirmed because you said You didn't know if he was like it was rumored to be coming out.
So I'll tell you later, but like I think it should be probably 8 p.m. Eastern time. But either way, it'll be before that. I mean, if they release it, no, unless they release it like we're gonna release it at 1300, it'll release at least before that. But I feel like it'll probably be 8 o'clock.
How long is
Eastern.
it? Like 2 hours?
No, dude, it's 15 minutes long.
What?
13 minutes long. It's a vignette. Oh. It's a vignette.
What a waste of my goddamn time. No, it should be good. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll all watch it.
What is it? 2 hours?
I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like a really glorified fan film. I would be like, all right, that's fine. But, well, they would never allow them to do that though. Because you imagine if they made a fan film like 2 hours long with Mike Nelson directing it, and it was fucking awesome, and it was amazing, and then they'd be like, so what? They don't own it. It's our shit. It's like we can do something better. Take it down.
No. So we talked about it. It's basically an Angry Orchard.
No, I know, but but Paramount would get mad if it was actually like a 2 hour thing that Angry Orchard were sponsoring and it was awesome. They'd be like, so yeah, I guess you thought you could just make a 2 hour fan film and everybody loves it. But you know what? Who doesn't love it? Corporate. So take it down.
Well, technically it's owned now by a New Line has part, but like the Jason universe is I don't know, it's fucked up, dude.
Well, whoever owns it would be very upset if it was really good.
Exactly. And you heard it here first. We're live at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to watch it with you guys. If it comes out before then, we won't watch it. We'll wait to watch it with you because I think we can do that.
Wait a minute. Time out. Do you
YouTube video?
I guess you guys would be cool with that, right? You guys, I don't think we've ever done a live watch along with you all. I don't think it's ever happened.
We do it on the Patreon all the time, but that's true.
Yeah, I think that I was gonna say I don't know if they would rather us do a review of it or after, so everybody gets to watch it, or just watch it live with everyone else.
Yeah, I figured if it comes out today, we'll just watch a live reaction because it's a YouTube video, right? It's premiering on YouTube.
It's got to be. There's no way they get. Dude, if we get taken down by Angry Orchard, let's hang up our briefs.
If we do, we'll watch it and come back and review it right afterwards. But yeah, I think we should.
Dude, I will never. If they fucking take us down for watching that, if we get Mike Nelson on here to interview him, like you could tell Angry Orchard to shove it up their fucking orchard tree. I'll never do
that. No, I think we should be good. I think it'll be okay. But you're right, man. Tomorrow. Thanks for the reminder, broski. Robin Barker says more communities near me are in flames now and are being evacuated. Damn, dude. Our air quality index is at 10 now due to all the smoke traveling downwind. Hopefully, we don't need to evacuate. Dude, I hope not. That would suck.
Holy shit. Those fires are still raging, huh?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I've never been evacuated from a place. I lived at the beach and like they for the first like 10 years of my life, and when they thought there was a hurricane, they would tell people, and everybody would like put black X's all over their windows. It'd be really eerie. But like they never made us leave. It never got that bad. I wonder what's that because they don't like pay for a hotel room for you or anything. They're just go.
I got evacuated when they were trying to clear the crackhead out from the apartment next to me. That shit was scary, dude. It's like a horror movie. But I love like body cam footage, and they were all the cops, and I was like, I watch all your videos on YouTube. Big fan. I'm a big fan. I love all that stuff. I think you guys are awesome because they like bang on the door. Like that's what I was doing a live stream, and like I had to get off really quick because there's literally fucking cops at my door. And they had a helicopter, and they had like fucking like SWAT and all sorts of fucking undercover guys showing up. And it was like bang, 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 bang. And then April kept on trying to get and she's like, baby, there's cops at the door. I was like, I didn't do nothing. And then I got out there, and then I was like, they're overreacting to a noise complaint. If there was somebody mad at me for being too loud on the mic, they could have just like complained to the landlord. And I would have heard about it. But to call the cops. But no, I got out there, and then I was like, oh shit. And then I was like trying to hang everything up here to get back out to go figure out what's going on. And I was going to the bathroom, and then I heard and he was like, get out. I'm like, I ain't even involved with this shit. Like, and the guy was like, get out. And I'm like, all right. Like, you could have just said please, but I was like, I'm a huge fan. I love you all.
You should have done what that dude did in Alien Earth and be like, actually, we're having a party.
Dude,
the Pepitos are coming over later. They would have called ahead.
Dude, I'm not lying. I'm obsessed with body cam footage on YouTube, so I really was. I was like, no, I love it, dude. I was like, hey, I love the videos on YouTube. I love them because like I don't know how much does it cost to get that body cam footage because I want to see it.
We joke, Robin, but dude, I hope your situation gets better soon.
Sure.
That fucking blows, man. Keep us updated, dude. You guys stay safe. And if you need to leave, just leave. Don't be like, I'm staying no matter what. Don't be one of those people because then you know how that goes. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Unless you buy a gas mask. I don't know. But no, stay safe, man. We hope everything turns out good for you. Lee, the machine. Dude,
hey, you change your PFP.
He got closer to our faces, and it's more frightening. He's like that girl from VHS. Like
you're turning into Bagul. You're getting closer.
Thank you, Lee, man. You're the fucking best. He says, Loomis, you're in big trouble. How dare you leave your smelly tidy whities on the floor of Michael's room? I know they're yours because your name is on them. Explain yourself, mister.
I want to ask you a question, Lee. Why were you in Michael's room looking through underwear and smelling them? Disgustingly.
My how it turns the table.
The reason why it smelled bad to your dirty nose, you skank, is because it was clean and you don't like the smell of cleanliness. I use Tide. Triple wash. You need to use that on your nostril because you're not used to things smelling good. I don't know why you're in Michael's bedroom sniffing through underwear, men's underwear. On top of that, it's disgustingly. You changed your PFP because you're ashamed of what you did. That's what it is.
Ironically, dude, his face in that picture looks like what you would look like if you smelled Michael's underwear. That's what your face would turn into.
or just see his face.
Lee, it reminds me of Airheads. When everybody's like the FBI guys in the truck. He's like, Chester. He's on the phone. He's like 13 years of marriage. I'll throw down the drain. It's one teeny tiny little skid mark.
It's weird that you brought up Airheads, by the way, because I got into like a mini argument with April because we were talking about Adam Sandler's best movies, and she loves all Adam Sandler films because she wants to fuck him, and she's disgusting. I don't know why she likes that, but because I don't think he's that attractive. But here's the other. I will say this. Well, I just get mad that she thinks he's like the greatest comedic gift of all time. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? But okay, so we were talking about all of his best movies, right? And she claimed Airheads was an Adam Sandler movie. I was like, it's not. It's a Brendan Fraser movie. Adam Sandler is a background character. Yes, he's funny in that movie, but he's part of a cohort. It's a Brendan. I felt like that scene in Mallrats when they were arguing about the food eatery or the food court. Like, no, the cookie stand is not part of the food court. It's like, actually, it is part of the food court. I felt like having that conversation because she wouldn't back down. I'm like, dude, it's not an Adam Sandler movie. You could not list that as an Adam Sandler. Maybe it's on his IMDb, but it's not an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, like he's in it, but he's a part of an ensemble cast, and he's probably third or fourth ranked.
But that's a Brendan Fraser movie. Like he's the main guy, and it's his band, the Lone Rangers. Which is like the Lone Rangers. Would it be better just call it the Lone Ranger? It's like no, it's the Lone Ranger.
Milo, where are you going, you little butt nugget?
But no, am I wrong? I'm not wrong. That's a Brendan Fraser movie, 100%.
You're 100% right to say that. I mean, Adam Sandler is in the film. It does count. You see, when you're naming Adam Sandler's best movies, that should be in there because he's in the movie. And
I wouldn't, but that's what I'm saying. That was the argument. I couldn't count it as one of his best movies because he's not the main guy. Because I'm only counting movies that Adam Sandler was the star of the movie.
If you had to do a top 20 Steven Seagal movies, would you include Executive Decision?
No, because he's in it for 10 minutes and he gets blown out of an airlock.
But still, it is a Steven Seagal. He's in the film.
I'm not going to give that to Steven Seagal. That's Kurt Russell.
That's fair. You couldn't argue, so you couldn't use it to argue. Like if you're doing who has the best movies, Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler, you couldn't use Airheads in an argument against Jim Carrey.
No, because
you could include it as a top 10 standalone Adam Sandler film. I feel like
if you're going to argue specifics, you're going to list an actor's best movies. It has to be the movie they're starring in,
or at least co-starring.
Well, here's the question: Is Terminator an Arnie movie, or is it a Linda Hamilton and what's his name's movie?
See, you're kind of dicking your own argument.
No,
there,
I know.
It's definitely an Arnie movie.
I'm playing devil's advocate against myself because I'm fucking stupid. I should have said that. Actually, let's just forget about that. That's an Arnie movie. That's an Arnold movie.
Delete that from your minds. Matt Roberts says Bill Paxton was only 31 in Aliens. I just checked. Yeah, but I mean, I know, like, I get it, but none of these actors look 31 even, right? Like as far as
Timothy Olyphant looks 31. He looks like older than 31.
Oh, Timothy Olyphant, yeah, but he's like the only one. Apart from that, when you've got the kid running the Steve Jobs thing, and you've got the synthetics, the other synthetics, the human synthetics, obviously they're supposed to be kids, but like specifically Joe DiMaggio, the character of him, that could have been played by a dude a couple years older that was actually entertaining to watch. That dude just looked like he should be like the fry cook at fucking McDonald's. Well, like I don't know why he was supposed to be the super interesting medic character.
He actually
Skeet Ulrich would have been great in that role.
Yeah, Skeet Ulrich wishes he had got that role, but he's still playing, like, hoping. He's like, maybe I'll come back as a ghost again.
Hey, he's gonna be in the new Five Nights at Freddy's. You shut your skeet hating.
I wonder how much dick of Lillard's he had to suck to get that part.
Who wouldn't? What?
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't.
That was allowed?
But no, I think that he did remind me of the lead guy in the Toxic Avenger. You haven't seen that movie yet. If you ever watch it, you'll
I actually just did.
Okay,
the first
so
time.
he kind of reminded me of that, like a skinny Richard Simmons kind of dude.
Yeah, I
like
can
a
see
super.
that.
But yeah, but I like, how old was he supposed to be?
Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's only supposed to be your brother. I just don't know why. Like, they couldn't just made him a couple years older.
He
and
looks
been
like,
that.
I think he looked like a regular, I don't know, somewhere in his 30s.
But also like his team, like the guys going in, the guys and the girls going in there with him. It's like they're all like fresh college. Like,
Well, you know what they reminded me of? They reminded me of the National Guard in Rambo: First Blood, where they're like, "I'm only doing this on the weekend. I'm not trying to get killed over this." When they were taking on Rambo, that's who they reminded me of. Just like they volunteered to do this shit. They're not actual regular army.
Yeah, no, that is true too, as well. Emotionless Zombie, thank you, buddy. He says, "Hi guys, start, bench, cut for a follow-up for the following movies: Megan 2.0, Thanks Killing 3, or I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer." Also, Justin Long carried in Weapons. Dude, he was just so short-lived.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Barely in it. Disappointing. Start, bench, cut. I'll say that's a terrible.
It's easy. It's easy.
I'll start. I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, just because at least I like that fucking franchise. I will bench Megan 2.0 and I'll cut Thanks Killing 3 because I never, ever, ever want to have to be in the same room with that fucking film.
Oh, I thought you meant like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving would have been easy. Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't mean that emotional? Because Thanksgiving is awful.
He put a whole 3 at the end of it, Jay.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. You do you. You're the master of this ship, I guess. I will. All right. Well, then I'll have to cut Thanksgiving. I'll fucking shithole. God damn. I'll bench. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I guess I'm going to the fuck. Don't mess with that bitch. I'll fucking start Megan 2.0. Here we go.
That was a real fucking Sophie's choice you gave us right there, man. But like the opposite of which it were that was happening for sure. All right, everybody, give us your out of 10 score. By the way, for Alien
the way I could hear your fucking mouse scroll when you were doing that. Is that how you scroll porn pages? You're like, not that one, not that one, that one. That's a good one.
Enhance.
That's a good one.
Enhance. Do us a favor, everybody in the chat. Give your top 10, or not your top 10, but give your score out of 10 with a 1-sentence review. And we'll go through a couple of them and we'll talk about it and see if we agree, disagree. And meantime, Andromeda 1741, thanks, buddy, says, "Hey guys, love that they're filming Crystal Lake in New Jersey." I did see that. That's dope. The original location. Have you seen the set pics? I live in New Jersey. Might go watch filming. Love you forever. I did. It's just, it's really just a picture, like the plaque, right? That's like,
yeah, but that's awesome that you live close enough to go check it out and watch. I would do the same thing. I'd be the weirdest creepo ever with binoculars. I have a picnic basket. I just set up camp and watch. I'd be like, yeah, dude, they're doing this scene. I'm gonna tweet about that.
You can apparently eat at the diner there from the first movie, and there's the camp there, but it's apparently off limits. But we would sneak in because we're badass like that. We would I would sneak in. Jay would be like, "Don't go." I'm like,
no, yeah, you'd be like, "Don't worry about it, dude. If anybody asks, just say you're doing that," and then I would be left holding the bag. I'm like, Michael's like, I got through. Like, we got what happened to that Strangers Pray at Night party that we went to, and I got stuck at the turnstile with the security guard because Mike got to go through, and then I'm fucked because I'm sitting here with a full ass alcoholic drink. I'm like, it'll be fun. I'm like, not gonna
context. Happen. We went to a Strangers Pray at Night filming or screening at the pool that they filmed it in Kentucky.
Pool party.
With Davey and Matthew there, and there was a forest ranger and like a sheriff, and they were checking people to make sure they didn't bring in alcohol. But we filled McDonald's cups. I had whiskey and Coke in mine, and Jay had beer in his. And the guy, we're like, "Dude, don't worry about it. They're not going to check our cups." The guy was like, "All right, let me see the cup." And I was like, and I opened it up. Dude, the whiskey smell.
Because I was behind you, and I saw them open the cup. I'm like, "Oh fuck." Because I just thought they were like, oh yeah, he's telling the truth. Let's let him in.
But mine was whiskey and Coke, so it was at least believable. He goes, "Go on through," and then Jay's next, and I'm like, "Oh, he's so fucked. What am I gonna do? Because I'm in the party, and like now you're not." Because his was full of like you just poured it, dude. So
yeah, it was all foamy and shit. Yeah.
The fucking cop opens it and shines a light on it and goes, "All right, you're good." And I was like, "What?"
It's like that. Those goddamn sodas got so much fucking carbonation on them anymore, huh?
Sometimes
if he had said, if the guy had said, "Is that beer?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, if he had smelled it, it's like, "That smells like beer." I was like, "Well, then somebody sold me a bad Coke."
You just can't trust McDonald's these days. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I should sue them.
Mind the Gap gives it an 8 out of 10. Merlin, not a fan. 1 out of 5. That's not the rules, Mad Max, you motherfucker.
You're being sexual.
He just likes 69.
Yeah, that's what
AE.
I gave it. I gave it a 7.5. Mike gave it a 7. So we're close. We're all in the same ballpark. We're having a good time.
PJP gives it a 7 as well. Doom Turkey's too drunk. That's
dude. I'll tell you what, Doom Turkey. I was so fucking tired when I was like, you ever get that where you're so goddamn tired you just want to sleep and you're starting to watch a show.
I didn't take a nap before.
Well, you're starting. I never got a chance. I didn't take a nap because I got home and I was like, I didn't want to take a nap and then wake up all groggy and shit to go watch the show. Too. Well, so I watched it and I was like, oh God, I was gonna nod off, but it actually entertained me enough to where I was like, oh, there we go. There's that juice. There's that juice.
It looked great. Like 99% of it looked amazing. Tomo says 9 out of 10. MaxiPad got dark with their commercials.
Oh, you got MaxiPad commercials? Fuck, dude. All I got was the new Conjuring one, and I got a weapons trailer, and I think I got one other one, but there was no MaxiPads.
I got Hulu no ads, so I didn't have to watch.
Why don't you talk about your rich lifestyle? Amongst all our plebes.
I just signed up for it the other day, dude, because you can get Disney Plus, Max, and Hulu no ads for $30 a month. So I was like, that's a pretty good deal.
It sounds like an amazing deal, but I only pay $3.99 for both.
Well, yeah, so that's fair, but with ads. So
I got it on a Black Friday deal, and it'll expire in December. And I guess my Disney Plus days are over.
Being racist. The's no reason.
That's true. We got to stop that. We're in a different time. I
will say, as a caveat, I have a little fuck Hulu a little bit, okay? Because we asked for screeners for this like 2 weeks ago, right? And they respond, and they're like, we're actually not giving out screeners for this property. And then a couple days later, I see dudes with like 12. Yeah, I see dudes with like 12 fucking Twitter followers and no following. They're like, Hulu gave me the first 6 episodes, and here's what I think. And I literally, dude, I emailed them back, and I was like, hey, that's so weird because I just saw like 100 accounts on the internet.
Did they respond?
No.
No, they didn't.
But I was like, I'm not trying to big time us or anything. We're still a little YouTube channel or whatever. I was like, but like, I would like to think that like our following like would be us doing, there's a Nat in here, would be, helpful to promote your fucking show. But, Steve923 with 10 Twitter followers got a screener, but that's cool.
Yeah, but he's a Christian.
Have a nice fucking day. Yeah.
Well, by the way, tomorrow they are rolling out the new changes from YouTube with the ID shit. So just be prepared. I don't know how that's going to go because I looked a little bit more into this. Certain channels will not be recommended at all. Yeah. And if you're subscribed to this channel and you're getting notifications and they feel that you're not the age that you're saying you are when you created your YouTube profile, they're going to require a government ID or a fucking credit card. Yeah. To verify who you are. So it's going to hurt content creators too, because it's some bullshit. And I understand, protect the kids, all for it. But to do this shit, it's like, it's so like over the top, like ridiculous about like we need to take away anonymity from the internet. I don't know. It feels weird. I swear to God, dude, like if it gets bad enough, we're going to have to fucking figure out, we have to go to Kick or Rumble.
Yeah. It's, who knows how those changes are going to affect us? So we need you now more than ever. Like this video, share this video,
just give up your anonymity. Let me know who you are. I want to see your social.
Hopefully, they'll at least the AI that they're using to implement that will hopefully at least be smart enough to be like, hey, this owner has had this YouTube channel for 12 years. They're probably, or 18 years. They're probably 18 years old. So those people won't even have to check.
That's the problem, though. The legacy accounts, which are accounts that were created long ass time ago, the AI is going to use like how you search for shit on YouTube or whatever. So like,
goddamn Waylon Yutani.
No, yeah, it feels like that. If you got into like, I don't know, like 1 month, you're like, I'm gonna watch nothing but fucking old school Power Ranger shows, and that's all you watched. And you typed in YouTube on the search bar, all that shit, and that's what's recommended to you. Then the AI might be like, that's a kid. That's not a fucking. Because they're basing it on not just what they assume is your age. They're basing it on your search history. They're basing it on the videos that you consume. They're basing it on.
We're 12.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Well, no, I watch a lot of body cam footage. Like that motherfucker is like the scourge of sick. No, but motherfucker's Dean Cain over there. He's gonna join ICE tomorrow. Like that's who that guy is. But no, I'd be prepared for it. It's an overstep, in my opinion. I know that some people are like, "What do you have something against people protecting kids?" No, they're called parents, though. The ones that should be protecting their kids are called parents. They should be monitoring their kids.
And the heroin. Where were the parents at?
Dude, like.
Right?
Mike and I were 11, 12 years old. I seen tits before in a horror movie, and guess what? I didn't go out and axe murder fucking people in the woods.
That was called your first marriage. That was the.
No, I wasn't 12. I wasn't in Bangladesh.
Gabagoo says 10 out of 10. It was sick. I'm glad you liked it that much. That's awesome. Best alien kills since 3. Dude, there was great alien kills in this. There was.
What was your favorite? Was it the one at the party?
It was I think I'd go with the massacre at the George Washington party.
I would have picked the one where they're in episode 1 at the end of episode 1 where the xenomorph is trying to get into the control room, but you didn't see him kill the lady that was trying to get in there. Yeah. But I will give that scene, it's not a kill, but that scene, he does kill that chick, and then he he gets into the control room. That whole sequence was my favorite of both episodes.
I like how the cyborg was just laying there like, and that thing was like going crazy on time. It's like when your ex-wife was yelling at you and you're just trying to go to sleep. There's like, I'm just gonna put in the sounds of the ocean.
Dude, if I had stood up from that pod when he stood up, it would have looked like I had been mud wrestling. There'd been just poop everywhere. I could not have.
Well, though, Clinton 7.2. That's a fair score, right in line with ours. Kay Ballard says, "Thanks, Killing 3. Cut Megan 2.0. I watched. I know what you last summer. Bitch slap. Yeah, indeed." Cineroth says 6 out of 10. Mind the Gap says 8 out of 10. Not enough atmosphere and too little Tool. That's more Tool than 99.9% of shows.
Mind the Gap's in it for the music. Okay, calm the fuck down. That guy likes his Tool.
JT Custom says, so far the first episode was either an 8 out of 10 or 7. I need to watch the second episode. I think a lot of people seem to like the second episode better.
Well, we didn't spoil it for you, man. Well, we really didn't talk about Mike. Well, it's been spoiled. I mean, we pretty much. Yeah. And by the way, point that out. Next week when we cover episode 3, just so you guys know ahead of time, it's going to be a spoiler talk. I mean, we are just assuming everyone that's here has seen the show. Yeah,
for sure. Robin Barker says, digging it, 8 out of 10. That's fucking awesome, dude. Hell yeah. 7.8 for the Shithawk. Too soon to tell, but the cinematography was, dude. Except for when they went too dark so they could hide the bad CG. The cinematography was great. Debondicus says episode 1's a 7, episode 2 an 8. Interesting premise, and it'll be interesting to see how the other aliens will come into play.
Oh, shit. I read that completely wrong. I thought he gave episode 1 like a 1.7 and a 2.8. I'm like, God damn. I was like, at least it's getting specific. I was like, at least it's getting better for you.
Dylan says 6 out of 10 alien with a hint of autism. Sure. Yeah.
I may not be a smart alien, but I know how to lay eggs.
Guardian says 1 out of 10. No, Winona Ryder. Look at that fucking chihuahua.
Get out of here, Guardian. You did not like Alien Resurrection with Ron fucking Perlman and Winona Ryder. Shut the fuck up. Dude. You're lying. Now you're trolling me.
Oh, I didn't know that they had Ralph.
That movie, dude, I swear, Covenant sucked, and I can admit that, but I still had fun with it. At least it felt. Resurrection was awful. Dude, imagine Sigourney Weaver going out on a movie like that. Awful.
I agree. I mean, it's fun at times, but terrible in the lineage of the films. Mr. Lonely Boy Club. Oh, for a second, I was very concerned, but I get it now. 7 out of 10. It's good. Right on line with us. 7 out of 10 as well for Nerd Die News. It was intriguing, but not high octane. Glad it's a TV show, not a movie. It did get slow, dude. And there were some points where it's like, are you explaining that she loves her brother again? Why do I have to watch him have the baby memory 7 times? There was some shit like that.
Yeah, that kind of got it. Yeah, that was very Dawson's Creek when they would do the flashback moments. I don't want to wait. But no, I don't know. Maybe this isn't true. You know how they gave out screeners?
I'm gay.
And they did, well, yeah, obviously. But you know how they gave out screeners and we didn't get one? I did read that this premiered in theaters. They played the first 2 episodes in theaters, in select theaters. Maybe they were screeners for people that were going to a movie theater.
No, they sent these motherfuckers the whole first 6 episodes, Jay.
Okay, well, they can go sit on a cactus in Arizona. I didn't know that. So fuck them.
Exactly.
I'll be right back. I got to go pee really quick, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Enjoy Tinkle time. Stony Bone says 3 out of 10 for, I guess, this one. 7 out of 10 for AVP, but just doesn't give for me. You don't give for me, I give for you. You make a fuck. I buy Honda stock. Ray Guy says 8 out of 10. Awesome Xeno effects, and he kills a chunky boy. Dude, literally, when he dives over that chandelier, I was like, that's fucking cool. Like, no matter who you are, the Xenomorph was dope, dude. The Xenomorph was 10 out of 10 for me. Cineross said 6 out of 10. Turn the music down or change it to more fitting music. So I've seen that complaint several times. I really didn't mind the music at all. But maybe that's just a me thing. But I'm clearly in the minority on that. PJB says, yeah, I'm not the only one. That chick Wendy was giving me Winona Ryder vibes as her character in Alien Resurrection. Yeah, she was not bad, but I was just sometimes I'm like, that's kind of corny. You know, some of the stuff Wendy was doing, I was like, oh, corny. For sure. 8 out of 10 for Mutant Mayday. Xenomorph backing up. Oh, that's fucking good. Cinerouth, I totally agree with that, dude. I want to see them show him a little bit more, but that's one thing the Alien franchise has done. A lot of times you'll see the alien pop up and be like, yeah, give me a hug. And then like the person will be dead. So like the franchise as a whole hasn't done a great job of exactly showing the Xenomorph killing. And there was a couple scenes in here where we got to see him do some fucking karate action, which I thought was kind of dope. But you're right. There was a lot of off screens for show. That was a quick pee, dude. I'm proud of you.
Yep. I didn't wash hands at all. And my fly is still open. That's how we do it.
Nice. I'm thirsty. 1970s Chuck Norris. Thanks, buddy. He says, I was a baby when I came out of a Xenomorph's chest. I was the first Chuck burster. Chest burster, I imagine. Oh, no, because he's Chuck. I get it now. Mm-hmm. Entertaining AI on YouTube is my T-level boosting music.
There you go, man. That's what it is. That's all it's about.
Get it. Daryl says, 8 out of 10. I love the alien design and the gore and music and Timothy Olyphant. Timothy Olyphant, dude. Fucking love him.
Underrated hit, man. Underrated.
Guardian says 1 out of 10 for no Winona. Can't get jiggy with the shit in the pantaloons.
Well, you know what? I can understand that particular part of it, but the movie sucked. Resurrection was terrible.
Yeah, I do love me some Winona Ryder, though. Matt Roberts said 6.5. They were okay, but I'm interested. Also, Sigourney was 30 in Alien 1, but I can't keep spending money on super chats because I'm
Don't worry about it, dude.
Understood.
It's all
understood.
Good, don't worry about it.
And sympathize with.
Yeah, I'm broke too. Don't worry. My life is living on the Affirm card from Amazon.
Mad Max, dude, it is too late in the evening to be hungover. I got to be honest with you. If your hangover is still lasting, you need to take a 24-hour break at least.
Good God, Mad Max, are you like Brad Pitt in Seven? Are you like chasing down a case that's just keeping you up all night and you just don't know what to do? Holy fuck, dude.
Jared, thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Says, glad I caught a live. Normally I miss them, but when I do catch live, it tickles my chili ring sexually. Loomis knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know any goddamn. What are you talking about, jelly ring? What the fuck? You chili ring? You playing with your wiener in your car and you're smiling about it. Look at your picture. Look at your picture, your PFP. Smiling about playing with your ding dong at the red light.
Stop eating it, Sonic.
And look, you're smiling about it. You're hoping somebody looks over and sees that small thing, that little shrimp out of the ocean. Disgusting.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick. Mike Barton, thank you, buddy. He says, I don't get Bill Paxton's character, Hudson. He starts off the strong-ass soldier boy, then turns into a pussy-ass bitch after getting attacked. I mean, you never know what you're going to do, like Mike Tyson said, until you get punched in the
Well, yeah, and I feel like the character of Hudson was meant to be very over-the-top and hiding the very analytical and very much Dr. Phil moment, but I feel like that character, and I love Aliens, and I love amazing movie, but I feel like that was supposed to be like the bravado and the way that his macho like attitude was to disguise the insecurities that he already felt, and then when he was faced with like real shit, where the shit hit the fan, that he kind of collapsed, and that's what I think that's what they were showing, the contrast, and that can happen.
That man has a psychology degree. All right, listen to him. Do me next. Do me next.
I talked with ChatGPT last night, and that's what we talked about. That's it.
brother. That's all I can say about this fucking.
Is Hulk?
No, this morose motherfucker right here, and I mean that the opposite of morose. Fucking.
God damn! What the fuck, dude?
Ça de moi. Cancun. Like,
holy
Christ,
fucking
fuck.
shit.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was not appropriate. Holy fuck,
John motherfucking Winston, dude.
in the what's that?
Damn, man. Holy
Fuck,
fucking
dude.
shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hope y'all good. Love y'all. Favorite movies.
By the way, I
this is
will
gonna
say this. I was like, damn, John, you up this late?
I'm glad. Love y'all. Favorite movies: Alien, Alien 1 and Aliens, Prometheus. So let's do that real quick. You could even throw in Alien Earth if you want to, which I don't think it's going to make anybody's top three.
I mean, like
top 3 aliens in a row. What are they for you?
Well, mine's going to be, it's going to be Aliens, Alien. And then my third favorite alien will probably it'd be Prometheus. I've gotten a lot of respect. Like I've gotten more respect for Alien 3 as time goes on, but it's never gonna. I feel like Prometheus, because it was Ridley Scott. He came back to do it. Alien 3 was a clusterfuck of bad decisions. That movie could have been awesome, but the way they killed Newt off screen and they killed Hicks off screen was fucking awful and stupid.
Mine is the exact same as yours, dude. My number one is Alien.
No, my number one was Aliens.
No, I said almost exact same.
Oh, I thought you said
shut your.
You can't have James Cameron. I know you want him.
No, James Cameron could never, ever.
I know he's your hero.
Hold David Fincher's jockstrap, and you know it.
He was a fucking truck driver that taught himself. How much fucking respect can you not give that man?
Oh, I masturbate at least once a day.
Good for you.
That was that out loud.
I can see your hair turning white.
Alien, it is slowly. There's little strands. You should see my pubes. Just kidding. Those haven't caught on
I can
yet.
smell it. It smells like dick.
It's because I shave. I get a Brazilian wax on my nuts and my butthole every other weekend. I wrote a song about it. It's called Every Other Weekend.
Oh, I see.
My favorite is Alien because I like the horror of it. I like the slow burn and the horror.
It's a good one.
And by the way, this Alien Earth went back to it did the same thing Romulus did, and we have to give it credit for that. They really did a really fucking great job of recreating the aesthetic of the original Alien film.
Oh fuck, dude! I might have to change up I forgot, dude, because it's such a new movie. Romulus is so fucking good, dude. I might put Alien, and then Romulus, because Romulus is a return to form. Prometheus is great, and it's.
I thought you were going to say a retard for some reason. I don't know why. Just the way you said it, I thought that's where you were going. I
thought you were retarded. No, I forgot because Romulus is such a newer movie in the franchise. I forgot all about it. But Prometheus is great, and it's cool that they explore the backstory of the Xenomorphs and the whole thing and how they came to be and the founders, the creators, or whatever. It's really highbrow shit, though. It's really good, but highbrow. You really got to pay attention to what's going on. Romulus is just, let's get back in that shit. Let's get back in that shit and get in that shit and have a good time.
Luke Combs' new song, Back in the Saddle.
I will amend my answer. It's going to be Aliens, Alien, and Romulus is my top 3.
I'm sticking strong with my dude. I love Prometheus hard. I didn't even say it yet, but I'd go Alien, Aliens, Prometheus. Dude, Prometheus is, I've watched it as many times as I've watched Alien or Aliens. Like, honest to God, like I really dig going back and watching that fucking movie. It's beautiful to look at. Sometimes it's frustrating, but there's so much, like, it's a thinking movie. Like, you watch it and every time you're like, oh fuck, like what's that fucking engineer saying about how they created us? I need to know. And then he picks you up and rips your fucking head off, you know?
Yeah.
And the music's good. God damn.
That's because he's on that creatine and he's like steroided out of his mind.
He's drinking those caviar shots,
smacking his children around. It's crazy. Shouldn't be doing that.
As far as Scream go, he says Scream. So Scream 1, number 1. That's the correct answer. I will not accept any other answer than that. You're wrong, flat out. Number 2, Scream 2.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, 100%. I mean, he's like telling the truth.
Number 3.
No.
Scream 4, he says.
Come on, John. Come on, dog. Come on, man. That ain't it. That ain't the right path. I'll tell you what. It doesn't go to a part 3 for me.
You gotta pick one though.
No, but it doesn't.
You have to.
It's Scream 1, Scream 2. That's it. That's all they exist in my life. Is just Scream 1 and 2. But if I had to pick a third one,
and
it wouldn't be Scream. It'd be Scream 2, the director's cut. I'd pick if I had to pick a third one that I would be like, that's all right. They actually tried a little bit. It wasn't that bad. But even though you could tell what was happening after scene 1, Scream 5, just Scream. When they tried to go back and recreate shit, but you could tell that one geeky kid from The Boys was the killer.
Yeah, Jack Quaid. I hate it, but my ranking is the same. Scream 5 is my third favorite Scream film. I like Scream 6, but it was more of a set piece, just like kind of like a addendum fun thing, and there was other issues with that. But yeah, Scream 5 because it had a cool ass Dewey. Fuck them for killing him. Fuck them for killing him. Fuck them for killing Dewey. But Dewey was awesome in that fucking movie.
They should have killed them all.
Dawn of the Dead. So zombie movies. Dawn of the Dead. I guess the original.
No, 04. He's talking about. He says Dawn of the Dead, like 2004. Zack
literally
Snyder
says 04. I can't read. I'm stupid. That's why we do YouTube. Number 2, 28 Days Later, as a tie, and Night of the Living Dead 1990, and then Day of the Dead 85.
Dude, that's an amazing list. Holy fucking shit, dude. Day of the Dead is like one of my. Like, listen, you got to give credit to Romero for Night of the Living Dead. Obviously, it started it all. Dawn of the Dead, Romero's is great. In my opinion, Day of the Dead is Romero's masterpiece. I fucking love Day of the Dead. So it will be for me, Day of the Dead, number 1. I love that fucking movie, dude. Day of the Dead, the original, 85.
I like that he has the balls to make Dawn of the Dead 04 his number 1 movie, and I appreciate that.
Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead was great.
Yeah.
I put, what would be my second favorite zombie film? Day of the Dead 85 is 100% my number 1. 100% my number 1. Man, 28 Days Later is your tie for that one, though. Ooh. You know what? I'll do this. I think that Night of the Living Dead 1990 is superior. To Romero's. Just because it's updated, but it's still technically the same story.
It could have never existed without Romero's.
Obviously, he's you got to pay respect to the man. But Savini did such a good job of capturing the spirit and recreating that movie with updated, effects and acting and just the way overall production of that. Yeah, Day of the Dead 85, Night of the Living Dead 1990, and
Night of the Living Dead 1990 might be the greatest horror remake of all time if you think about it.
Well, I mean, the Thing remake's not going to make it. That's for sure.
The original, though, technically,
no,
John Carpenter's was a remake.
Well, technically,
so maybe that is
my third one.
Played yourself.
I'll go with Dawn of the Dead 2004.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It's not gonna be Land of the Dead. I like that movie, but it's not gonna be up there.
I do like that movie a lot. My number 1 is gonna be actually 28 Days Later is my favorite zombie movie personally. It's my favorite.
See, that's the thing though. It's hard for me to. They're not really zombies. I mean, they are, but they're not.
Right. But I mean, if you're counting it, I'm counting it. And then I would go number 2. I'd go the original Night of the Living Dead. And number 3, I'd go the just barely beating out Zack Snyder's version. I would go with Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Dude, I remember when the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead came out, and it was such a clever fucking trailer when it showed the little girl and they were having a peaceful day, and the dad was showing her how to ride her bicycle. She's like, "Okay, thank you, Daddy." And then you see the door open up. She's like, "Oh my God, honey, what's wrong?" And then she bites the fuck out of his face, and then it's like it scared the shit out of you in the theater because you didn't see it coming. And
Daddy, you paid too much.
And I remember people going fucking like bonkers online and getting pissed off. And they're like, "Zombies don't run." Like mad at Zack Snyder.
Zombies don't exist, bro.
Well, no, but they were like, their ligaments would be rotted off. They can't run. That's why Romero was so much more a master, because he took that anatomy into a. I was like, dude, come on. Like the reason why, obvious, and I think even Zack Snyder addressed it at one point. He was like, "There's nothing scarier than a horde of zombies that are walking towards you, and it's your impending doom, and it's scary to see that these mindless creatures are slowly moving towards you, right? But you had to up it a little bit by making them run." I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with that. By the way, I will point this out as an honorable note: Return of the Living Dead Part 3.
Great movie.
Really good. Really
the original. Oh, dude, I got to change my whole fucking.
No, Return of the Living Dead Part 2 is awesome. But Part 3 is really good.
I forgot 2 films. I just changed my entire list. Okay. My number 1 zombie film of all time is actually Shaun of the Dead. That's my favorite zombie film of all time.
That's a great one.
Number 2 is 28 Days Later. And number 3 is
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living. Thank you. I literally forgot. I'm having a stroke
I can
right
see it.
now. The original Return of the Living Dead. So that's actually my top 3. I forgot those fucking great.
The original one or part 2?
The original. The Return of the Living Dead. 83 or 85.
Yeah,
I think it's 85 actually. But no, it was July 3rd, but it was 1985. Yeah. So, dude, John, we love you, dude. Thank you so fucking much.
Awesome.
Dude.
Thank you. Dude.
I feel every time you drop one of those fucking crazy ones, I want to be like Wayne and Garth. They'd be like, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Get up. You're worthy." Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Seriously. And Lee and fucking all you guys, we really do appreciate it. It fucking means the world to us. Okay, so who did we? Andromeda says 8 at the diner years ago from the Friday the 13th thing. Our waitress was in background our waitress was in the background in the OG film. No shit. So like they actually, I didn't know that. They like let the waitresses that work there be in the movie. That's fucking dope. Drove all around there, easily found all locations. This was back in 91. So it's probably tougher today. Dude, that would be a really fun trip if we ever wanted to get together.
You're adventurous, Andromeda, and I like that shit. You're like, hey, I'm just going to go to the Waffle House. They're filming a new Friday the 13th installment. I'm going to check that out. I'm like, that sounds cool, man. Let's go do that. Let's make it a weekend. Go check that out.
Well, he did it in 91, but it's still adventurous nonetheless.
Well, I mean, he's going to go watch the new one. He said they're filming near him.
Yeah, well, do it. Take us with you. It's in New Jersey. We don't want to go to New Jersey.
I don't know.
A lot of great films were made in New Jersey, actually.
I mean,
on New Jersey.
We could have Mike the Situation, whatever.
Ron Bark 5407 says best moments: the Xeno jumping in slow mo. Fuck yeah. George Washington party. Fuck yeah. Alien bug biting dude's face. Did it suck his brain out of the other side?
Well, the one I'm thinking of, like the guy that landed on the brother with half his jaw missing. Is that? I guess that happened at the same George Washington party, right?
I don't know. I'm talking about like when the
he said it right there. Xeno leaping off statue and ripping off dude's face.
That was fucking sick.
Yeah, those are great. By the way, the George Washington party scene dude, I got like strong. Hellraiser Bloodlines. When at the very beginning, when those weirdos they were all dressed like 17th century attire, and they were like doing a sex party with that prostitute.
Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott was in that scene. Yeah, that shit. I was like, there's some weird shit going on there, Zed.
Some strange things are put at the Circle K. There's a great list. That shit was fucking awesome, man. But like the scene where they were tied up on the soldiers were tied against the rope or against the pole or whatever. It reminded me of Die Hard with a Vengeance. You know, they're on top of the mixie.
You know, your brother was an asshole. yeah, he was an asshole. He's like, yeah. He's like, did I hear you didn't even like your fucking brother? It's like, well, there's a difference between you didn't like and love, and not caring with some dumb Irish flatfoot drops out of a filter.
I once met a man with 10 wives, so 7 wives. Julie Osborne, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Says, love you guys. We love you. No, we fucking love you.
Hey guys, I gotta be honest with you, man. Like the support's off the chain tonight. I really didn't expect. Well, we both didn't really expect much of anything really. I mean, I swear to God, dude, because it's so late. I thought we were gonna like on a fucking Tuesday. It's
Hub's going up.
I thought it was gonna be like 50 people, maybe 30. And we're like, yeah, well, hey, we'll have a kumbaya moment and we'll talk with y'all. But yeah, you guys have been awesome turning out tonight. And like school starts for a lot of you parents with your kids tomorrow. Here in Kentucky, anyway.
It's Thursday for us. Thursday.
So tomorrow for Lexington and Winchester.
That's why, like, I literally can't stream any earlier than 8 p.m. tomorrow, anyways. Even if Sweet Revenge comes out earlier, because it'll be the girls. Like, we gotta get them settled. You know that, dude. I feel so bad. Like, you remember the worst thing ever was the first day of school, the night before the first day of school.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep. Like, what's it going to be like? Am I cool now? Have I made it? I never did. I never figured it out. But I was always wondering, like, did I become cool?
I got a soul patch. I grew a soul patch this summer. It's going to be awesome.
You got your new clothes. Like, what am I going to wear? Like,
I got a shark tooth necklace from the beach that I went to over the summer. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have stories. I'm gonna have stories. No, dude, it's so funny you mentioned that, dude, because we were walking Buster today this afternoon, and I was telling April, I was like, because I saw they're doing like test runs or whatever with the buses, so that they're all doing their routes, and I saw it, and I'm like, God, could you imagine waking up tomorrow and being 14, 15, or 16, be like, fucking tomorrow's school, dude. Tomorrow is school. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit, tomorrow is school, and not like being excited at all, but like like, I was like, what? I got July 4th, and then already I'm back at fucking school. I was like, yeah, but it's been a month. Like, no. I need a full month. We should start back September 1st.
I have a visceral memory of being in your shower with you lathering my back.
Mm-hmm.
No, being in your shower in the basement on Ecton back in the day. And then realizing in the shower in your basement, I was like, "Oh fuck, school starts next week," and I was like, "Where did the summer go?"
Next to my taxidermy cats that I had lined up on the back wall.
The worst, man. The worst feeling ever. I
feel bad. It really is. There's nothing. I know that there are people that love fucking school, and I hated those damn people. I hated them when they're like, "Oh, I'm so excited." I'm like, "What are you, a fucking freak? Are you a freak? are you a narc?" Because you don't trust those people. But dude, there was nothing worse than like. Mom would take us like 3 days before school started, and we didn't even get like nowadays it's so technical and fancy where they send you out what you need, your school, like what your school supplies are going to be. We would just go to Walmart and buy the shit that we thought we would need, like a trapper keeper, some fucking folders with like dolphins on it, multicolored pencils,
like the Pioneer CD player.
Multicolored pencils, some big pens, and like a JanSport backpack, and that's it.
Literally,
and then like, oh, and then you're like, oh, we still got 3 days, but then it keeps going. And I remember like at one, I was like, I watched Monday Nitro. I'm like, dude, in 2 fucking days, I gotta be at goddamn school.
The worst,
and it's gonna, dude. And you're like, I gotta be at, because I remember one year we had to go to school at August 5th because we'd missed so much school because of snow, and we had to be at school at August 5th. It fucking sucked, dude. And I was like, what is this? And they're like, we need our money. That's what the state was saying. We need our money, so you got to come to school early. Like, you bitches.
Literally today, I had to go to the elementary school to meet Ellie's new teacher. Dude, pretty cool. Like, pretty sweet setup.
She's hot.
I wish. But like, she's got the whole thing's like super fall. Like, she's got like orange curtains and it's all fallish. Dude, she had Goosebumps books. On the bookshelf, she had a bunch of creepy stories, and I was like, "I'm loving the fall vibes in here." It's just like, "Thanks," and I was like, "Look at those goosebumps, dude!" I was walking around like a kid. I was like, "They got goosebumps," and Ellie was like, "Dad, stop it!" You're embarrassing me. I'm like, this is awesome.
They have Goosebumps #1. Welcome to Dead House. Do you realize how awesome that book is? No, you should read it.
She looked over, and I'm laying on a bean bag in the corner, sucking my thumb, reading "Say Cheese or Die."
Yeah, dude. I mean, there are moments where I'm like, I wish I was a kid again, but then there are other times I'm like, thank God, dude. I could not go through like I read a lot of subreddits, and I'm actually subscribed to this channel, or it's this subreddit called Hypotheticals, and it gives you like ideas, like it's like here's one. Would you suck a dick for $1 million?
That was at your school?
No.
She just hands you a paper on your first day.
Listen, I know that some things don't connect when I'm talking about them, and I go off of what they would call a stream of consciousness, but just bear with me. But I'm a part of it. I'm not a part of it. I did join it. I don't participate in the subreddit. I just look. But I'm a part of this subreddit called Hypotheticals, and it was like, would you suck a dick for $1 million if you're a straight hetero, or like a hetero male? Would you suck a dick for $1 million?
What was your answer?
I would do it.
But no, you gotta.
But the question, you gotta narrow it down. Like, you finish, or just suck on it for a minute.
Oh, that's a good point, Bonnie Blue. Like, how long did
$1 million can buy a lot of mouthwash? Can buy a lot of mouthwash, and it's a lot of money. If you don't have $1 million, it's a lot of money.
Let's say, but you're right. But also, whose dick?
What I would do. No, I don't think it matters. Just like any random dude's dick. But what I would do, I do that shit. No one ever know about it. I get $1 million tax free, perfectly accounted for, no questions asked in my bank account. Then I would go to a hypnotherapist and I'd say, make me fucking forget. Like, stir up echoes that shit. Stir up echoes it. Open it up. Even if I see a ghost girl for the rest of my life that's like following me around, it's like, solve my murder. I'd rather deal with that shit than remember sucking a dude's dick.
There's too many questions. Did he shower first? Did he run?
I don't. But I'm saying it's $1 million anyway. Don't act like you guys like. Listen, that's $1 million. Just
that's a whole stream.
Say if you had to do it for 20 seconds. That's $1 million, dude. $1 million in your pocket.
20 seconds. Nobody ever knows. I'll probably do it.
I would go to a hypnotherapist, dude, and then you forget everything.
That's good. But also, here's the question. I like as someone new is just like, oh, these guys are talking about Alien Earth. Let me click on this. And it's like, oh dear God, Barbara.
Suck on an alien dick. 20 seconds.
Alien, 100%. Do it for $100.
Yeah.
Just for the experience. But no, honest to God, like think about it. But what if the key was you had to do it for as long as it took until you made them come? Okay. And then the problem is, then you got to try hard. Like you got to get into it. Okay. Like you gotta be kind of a hoe.
My price went up to
like
5
you gotta
million.
be like,
it's 5 million. I'm not gonna get
that's
into
the
it.
problem.
No. But the hypothetical was just sucking it off.
Yeah, but you gotta I want this to be over fast because if you're like not interested, like you don't put any heart and soul into
all right,
it,
you know what?
It takes like an hour.
I gotta apologize to you guys because I literally forgot how I was gonna tie this into my story earlier. Because we were talking about school stuff.
They didn't pay, but you're thankful.
What? I literally forgot where I literally forgot. I fucking hate. That's what happens, dude. ADHD, you don't know, and then when you drink on top of it, it gets worse.
Eye contact, though. What if you had to make eye contact?
No, that's a no. Fuck no.
That was the deal breaker.
That's the gayest shit you can do. Like, it's not gay that you're sucking a dick. It's gay if you got to make eye contact.
I would no. I honestly would not do it because I actually I like my job. Like
you
I'm
could go to. I'm saying it's $1 million tax free in your account tomorrow.
But like I understand. But like if I worked at a couple of the jobs I worked at, like factories and stuff like that, I would definitely consider it. But as I stand now, like I'm happy just getting by.
Dude, if I still smoke cigarettes, I'd be like Ron Burgundy right now. I'm like, I don't believe you, because it's $1 million tax free in your account, no questions asked. And all you got to do is suck on a pee for 20 seconds.
There's a lot of questions asked.
But you can go to a hypnotherapist, forget all of it.
All right, 20 seconds. And I would do it as bad as possible to make sure that I didn't get the snow cone finish.
Well, why don't you right before you suck it, look at it and be like, I'm not gay, you queer. And then start sucking it.
But it's okay if you are, and I respect that. But
anyway, I don't know why I got into the hypotheticals because there was I was going somewhere with that, and now I forgot. What the fuck? It doesn't matter. Anyway, school sucks.
We're talking about going back to school, and you're like, "Hey, man, would you?"
Just college is worse. Don't go to college.
Did that happen to you, and then they didn't pay?
Now we're like Jay, like Charlie Kirk. Is he saying, "I hate college"? I'm like, no, I'm just saying it is a scam in a lot of ways.
Man, tomorrow says back in 7th grade, my principal was caught banging a teacher. His wife had a private investigator, and it was the craziest shit. And the kids knew, awesome. Like you guys knew about it. That's wild. Was he on Cheaters? Like, how'd you find out?
Dude, that's so funny, man of tomorrow, because I remember I went to a Christian school, a private school, for about 1.5 years. And there was this one, I think she taught English, and her name was Mrs. Rugg or Miss Rugg.
Oh, that's terrible for an English teacher.
And she was exact, like, dude, she was such, like, she was the epitome of a Karen. Exactly what you think. The haircut, the dress, long dress, looked like she was in a fucking, like, witchcraft cult. She had a big hole right here. She hated people that weren't a part of this really strict idea of what religion should be. And she hated me, and she hated my brother, Cody, and she hated a couple other, like, I mean, like 3 or 4 of the other kids, because we weren't prescribing to this really indoctrinated view of Christianity. So she would preach and get on her pedestal and soapbox shit all the fucking time. And so the gym teacher divorced his wife. This big old bitch Penguin walked her ass every day at lunch to his office, and they would shut the door. You come to find out later on through the grapevine that they were fucking. They were fucking in there. And his divorce wasn't even final yet. And he was slamming that big old booty on that fucking gym table in his office after their sandwiches, bologna, and mustard, and just going to town on it in the house of God. Because
like those 2 dudes in like the Oval Office.
And that bitch had the audacity to come back and get mad at me because I was dating a girl that was a part of their Christian clique. And she's like, it's just disgusting to me to see a non-Christian with a Christian. I'm like, why don't you go get your ass slammed some more, you fucking fat bitch? Like, why don't you go get that big old fucking dick up in you and scream hallelujah in the house of God? Because and then when it got found out, right? When it got found out, I remember one day she came out crying, running across the gym floor, and you could feel the tremors on the earth as she was running across and she collapsed into the arms of her coven, and they were like, oh, it's okay, because what had happened is his wife, or his soon-to-be ex-wife, had found out they'd be fucking in the house of God, and she had told the principal, and
you talk about hobbies, or you talk about shuts?
He had been fired, and they were putting her on suspension. And I was like, karma's a sweet, sweet bitch of fortune, isn't it?
By the way, dude, while you were telling that wild story of the days of Christian youth, I put up a poll.
Yeah. By the way, I am Christian. By the way, I just saying, you know, I love God. I love Jesus. It's all good. I'm not. They were not Christian. They were fucking cult. They were a cult.
Would you S&D for $1 million? Okay. Now there are women in here, probably half.
Would I what?
Two. S&D for $1 million.
Suck a dick. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But you can't put that in the poll. So far we have 37 votes, and 50% say yes. 43% say no.
It's a lot of money, dude. It's tax free. It's tax free.
8% say I would do it for $200.
Hell yeah, dude. Those are soldiers. Those are men lost in this economy of God.
I'm ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With 43 votes, 49% of you would, 44% would not, and 7% would do it for $200.
Hey, I feel like there's
which
a lot
makes it officially not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of
but...
I feel like there's a lot of people in here that are of like minds. They're like, you know what? $1 million would do really well in my bank account, tax free, and no one would ask where it came from. If I could just suck on a dirty old pee-pee, I can take care of that. I can buy mouthwash. I can just forget about it. I can do a lot of things.
I have a lot of questions. Like, do you have an instruction manual? Is
no,
there a
you
thesis?
do it. No,
like
nope. Nope. It's just you say, oh, I'll do it, and then all of a sudden a floating dick appears in front of you.
If it was that's even bad. The answer is yes. If it's just a floating,
but it's
non-attached to any person.
No, but it's a throbbing cock. Like, and it's gonna work just like a regular cock.
But
so
it's not attached.
When it feels good, it's gonna explode.
If it's not attached to anyone, you give me the $1 million, dude. I'm in. I'll go all the way.
Well, there you go.
All the way.
I amended it a little bit to make it a little bit easier to swallow. But either way, it's still a dick you're sucking. So you're gay. Gay for $1 million. And that's fun. But hey, by the way, I will say this to any of the people that are joining, and it says Alien Earth After Party Hangout. Well, we got to put.
It was a great party.
Yeah, it was a great party.
Right.
We got to put emphasis on the after party. We've already talked about the party, and it already happened. And now we're just in the weird phase where we've been drinking and talking about, hey, what would you do for $1 million kind of situations?
What would you do for Nick's dick? Man of Tomorrow says, yeah, they send a letter out to every city. Oh, that's wild, dude. Like, we needed to let you know.
Oh.
Principals fucking your teacher kids. And that's not all right. Michael Parton says, I would do it anyway, even if they're not.
I knew you would. I knew you would, Michael. But you know what? Here's the thing, too.
Is KFC still open?
It's crazy. He's like, do you have to go meet the parents or not the teachers?
No, but we do it every year because it's nice to like.
Mom and dad never gave a fuck. They'd be like, well, you got a new teacher next year. I'm like, all right. And then, but it could be John Wayne fucking Gacy with a clown mask.
My parents never did either. Yeah. No.
You don't know. I mean, you go in there. It's a fucking guess who. Remember that board game? Guess who? You don't know what you're gonna get. It might be an awesome teacher. It could 100%. Be somebody dangerous, or it could be like an average or a shithead teacher. But
no. My parents never bothered to do that.
The only time mom and dad ever came to a school meeting, or they were actually called specifically in reference to Cody. Because Cody was a little asshole. Like he got
really in trouble all the fucking time,
dude. He would act out all the fucking time. That's why Cody he got a GED because he got kicked out of fucking school, dude. Like legitimately, like they were like, we can't handle this motherfucker. Like
he was at the alternative school before that.
Dude, this motherfucker was like John Bender on steroids. Like he didn't give a shit. Like he would fucking purposefully try to get thrown out. It's like, but yeah, mom and dad got called into that Christian school that I was telling you all about because Cody, when they gave him a test, they were like, who was the first man to land on the moon? Cody would write like, I went to Walmart the other day and I got socks. He was writing this shit in the fucking test answers. And then they would say, who was the philosoph who discovered gravity or something? And he would say, I farted. And what was funny about this was that when they asked mom and dad to come and have a sit down with this teacher that Cody had wrote these answers on their test for, they were reading it back to him, and Big Dad was laughing. Dad started laughing because he thought it was funny as shit. Because it was just weird to hear a teacher's like, and so the question was, who was the person that, who was the philosopher or whatever that discovered gravity? And he wrote, I farted. Now say that with a straight fucking face as a teacher.
Dude, he was original anti-authority. I remember when I was staying the night at your house, I'd walk by and like he'd be getting spanked in the bedroom. Like mom would be spanking him. He'd be like, try again. He'd be like, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. Try again. And then she would finally do it, and then finally he would break it like,
well, that's because mom would have this thing when she would be like, now mom would talk about herself in a third person, and when she did that, you start breaking. She's like, now mom knows that hurt because that hurt mom that I had to do that. And you're like, yeah, dude. But anyway, it's getting, you know what? I swear to God, this is like becoming a Patreon hangout all of a sudden.
It is. And we got to save some for tomorrow. We got to save some for tomorrow. Big Papa Must, before we go, says Jay has to suck it and then ask in Loomis' voice.
I'm going to look just like that Elon Musk guy, your PFP, when I do that. You like it? No, I will say this. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting tomorrow because we've never done a live watch along with you all ever. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of this channel ever. So we got to be respectful and watch the movie. So we can't chime in like we normally do in our commentaries.
Right. But afterwards, it's only 13 minutes. It's long.
Yeah,
but it's bed some days.
But there might be a moment you're like, I want to say something. Like, almost that guy's gay.
I like it.
And then someone goes like, God, shut the fuck up. Like I just said one word.
Tomorrow is Dawn Randall's birthday. Happy birthday, Dawn. Ahead of time.
Birthday.
There's going to be a lot going on. Yeah, join us tomorrow night, guys, 8 p.m. Eastern. And also join us next Tuesday night for the Alien Earth After Party Deuce at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Better time, easier on the noodles or something. Yeah.
Well, this is a shorter stream, guys, but we really never planned on going longer than about an hour, so we went over a little bit. So
we did. And also, I don't think I've ever drank wine on a stream before. My face is hot.
And you said that you were having trouble thinking whether or not you would suck a dick for $1 billion. You do that shit for free right now at Wawa, in a parking lot of Wawa.
Fucking Wawa's crazy, dude. We don't even have Wawas.
No, we have one coming up this year in Lexington.
Oh, that's exciting. Actually.
I know.
Maybe I'll suck some dick in the parking lot.
I'll do it.
What happens.
I'll take a picture.
Good night, guys. We love you all so fucking much. See you tomorrow. Bye. I'm still here. Did I get you? I fucking got you, you piece of shit. You're